Hi there folks, today we're checking out the ENACFIRE Soundtank. Let's do this. Hi there folks, and welcome back to Novum Verum. Here I have the ENACFIRE Soundtank. A few weeks ago I had checked out the ENACFIRE E60s and I was really pleased with it. I have tested other Bluetooth headsets from ENACFIRE that I wasn't too happy with. So I thought I'd give them another shot. And this is one of their Bluetooth speakers. As per usual, it came in this white and red box with just some illustrations all the way around. Not a whole lot of literature on the box itself. As you can see, there is no heat wrap or any sort of factory seal on this. Again, something that ENACFIRE is known for. Sometimes they'll have a sticker, but this one didn't come with one. So let's crack her open. Alrighty, so as per usual with ENACFIRE products, 2-year warranty card. Here we have a quick start guide, and this is, the stereo mode. So if you have 2 of these particular speakers, you can pair them together and get that surround sound going. So that's cool. I did not actually know that, but I appreciate that. Not the greatest packaging, but they do have this cradle here, just a cardboard cradle, which does help in protecting the product itself. I prefer seeing foam. I just feel that it shows a little bit more care from the company in regards to that, but not a huge deal. There is protection in there and I appreciate it regardless. So there it is. These 2 ends here have rubberized material over it. I guess that's just to add to the water resistance. It actually feels really, really nice, especially this metal mesh that they have here. The bottom here, we have just the model number and some serial numbers and whatnot. On this side, which is the standing, if I want to do it upright, there's just a logo there and a couple of standoffs around here. And on this side, we have controls. So because of this rubberization they have on here and the matte finish, it's not very easy to see the symbols, but they are raised so you can just feel them out. So we have power, backwards and forwards, volume control, Bluetooth, and I think that one is not too sure. There's a speaker with a plus sign on it, so that's kind of odd if there's an increase in volume there, but then there's also a plus and minus on here. Very odd. Anywho, let's see what else. We have some bigger feet standoffs here. So I'm guessing they would prefer you have this set up this way, horizontally on your table rather than vertically. Over here, looks like a cover of some sort. Oh, tabs on this side. It's a little bit confusing because there's no, well, there is a little bump there, but I guess that's how it indicates which side to lift. So be careful, because I couldn't tell when this was flush like this as to which end to pull on, but it's this side here. And there we have the aux input and a USB Type-C charging connector. Type-C, awesome, awesome, awesome. I really like that they've obviously kept up. This is a 2020 product, at least that's what is indicated on Amazon. There's a bit of a bump here from whatever's underneath, and I'm not too sure whether that is a mic or an LED. There's a little hole there, but I guess we'll find out soon enough. Give me a moment, folks. I'm gonna get this all charged up, connect it to my phone, and we'll take it for a test drive. Give me a moment, folks. Thanks. All right, folks, so I have the ENACFIRE Soundtank all set up and connected to my phone. I just have it sitting over there on my window ledge. The previous time I did a Bluetooth speaker review, I actually did it in my living room, which acoustically is a lot better because it is a larger space and there's no carpet or anything like that. But unfortunately, my living room is a disaster, so I'm doing it up here. But with that previous review, I was about 12 feet away from where the speaker was. So I've marked it on my floor right beside my camera where 12 feet is. So I'll be standing directly across from the speaker, same as I did in that previous review. So this time around, what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to start off at 25% and increase the volume in increments of 25, so 50%, then 75, then 100%. I'm not going to stay at 100% for very long because it is the evening time and it is a weekday. I do have neighbors, so I'm just trying to be a little bit more respectful in that sense because sometimes I've gone a little crazy. So anyways, that's what we're going to be doing. If you're ready, I'm ready, so let's do this. All right. So I'm going to stand right across from it. And here we go at 25%. All right, I'm going to increase it to 50%. This is 50%. I'm going to increase it to 75. And I'm going to go quickly to 100% and then bring it back down to 50. That's 100%. And we're back to 50%. Actually, still a little bit loud, so I'm going to bring it down to 25. There we go. So I know that wasn't as extended as my previous review, but again, it is the evening time and I do not want to disturb my neighbors overly much. But I think I got a good feel for this. Now, these settings are completely flat. I didn't play around with my equalizer or anything like that. This is how it is out of the box. I do know that this particular speaker has its own version of bass boost, which is actually inactive at this point. So I'm gonna play around with it for a bit and I'll be back with my post-mortem. Thanks guys, give me a moment. All right folks, it's post-mortem time for the ENACFIRE Soundtank. It's gonna be a pass for me for a very big reason, and nothing to do with the quality of the product or the sound quality it produces. It's actually pretty decent. It's not the greatest, definitely not audiophile quality, but I think at anything below 80% volume, this produces a decent listening experience. But yes, I think overall it actually does a pretty decent job. Anything beyond that volume level, so if you're going above 80%, I found that the sounds, the highs, lows, and mids at all those different ranges becomes brittle. I don't know how else to explain it, but not necessarily like crackling. I didn't hear any sort of static, but there is some sort of distortion. I found that some of the sounds were being clipped when they should flow a lot better. So that was something odd. And again, only at the higher levels of volume. I love that you can have 2 of these. You can do a full surround sound with this. The bass boost that I tested out on my own, it does a little bit more than what it does out of the box, but I think the biggest issue was the equalizer. So this just came out flat. I used it straight out of the box, but when I started playing around with the equalizer, even using some of the presets, the bass and overall sound quality got that much better. Now, with all those positives in mind and a few caveats, the reason why I'm passing on this is because of the price. So I purchased this for $70 Canadian on Amazon, and I think that was even on sale. But the Monster Superstar S310s that I had, just before Christmas, I even purchased that at regular price, and that was $64 Canadian. Again, not a boxing or Christmas or holiday special or anything like that. That was the price. And the quality, the sound quality of that particular speaker was so much better, so much bigger. I could feel the bass through my feet because of the vibrations. This didn't have that too much. We can chalk it up to the rubber feet, but that can only do so much. And again, the bass quality of this was thumpy, but it wasn't as strong and full as it was with the Monster S310. So again, for a $6 difference, I would rather go for the cheaper product, but the bigger brand and the better technology that they put into it versus this one. Don't get me wrong, I still think that this is a pretty decent speaker, but when compared with the Monster wins hands down. So yeah, it's gonna be a pass for me on the ENACFIRE Soundtank. Still overall a pretty decent product, and from what I've seen, the price actually fluctuates a lot. So they probably do specials or coupons or something like that. And you can get this at very reasonable prices. But yeah, for me, $70 Canadian, it's a bit much, especially when I know I can get a better product elsewhere. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Real quick though, I just want to mention, since I'll be doing more speakers as I move forward, I think it would be prudent of me to invest into a shotgun mic for my camera. At least this way, the distance and the quality of audio capture that I'm getting is going to be standard across the board. So I'm going to start doing my research and do the same thing as I did with some of the other equipment I've purchased over the months. And I'll start with something that's, reasonably priced and work my way up to the higher ticket items and bigger names. So yeah, look forward to that. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. I obviously have more products on the way, so I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.